Welcome to Western Trading Post TV. This week has been an exciting week, and we are going to be bringing you some of the highlights. First, we'll be walking out the front doors and checking out the Casa Grande Street Fair, where there is food, arts and crafts, entertainment, and an antique car show. Then we are going to be following some amazing auction items through the auction process, from bringing them in to selling them to picking them up. So come on in and join us for the fun. In the Western Heritage Room with Nancy Elliott, an award-winning Western artist. Nancy, tell us, what is Western music?
Western music is about our connection to the land, our physical, mental, emotional connection, as well as a generational connection. It's about our everyday lives out here, whether we're ranchers, whether we own the general store, or just enjoy coming out here for the West for part of the year.
And when you close your eyes and listen to Western music, it does draw you back and bring you back to the Old West days sometimes as well, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I wrote a poem a while back about how you can tell me that much has changed, but I'll shake my head and say, no, not much has changed out here since the Old West.
Well, some exciting news on your side. You have a new CD out. Tell us about it.
Tall Tree is a breakout CD for me of sorts, because it's my first solo CD without a band, and it's also my first venture into what I love to call Southwestern Americana. It's true storytelling. I was able to get some fabulous musicians out of Tucson and across the country. Tom Warcloud playing native flute, and just some beautiful sounds. Walt Michael on hammered dulcimer to help tell the stories that are inside of the music on this album.
Well, we are going to see you on stage here in just a little while, playing some of the music from this CD. You know, we have been friends for so long, and I have to tell you, I am so proud of you. You lead by example.
Thank you.
You send a positive message, and you just keep going and evolving. So this is going to be a hit CD, I already know. Where can people find out more about your music?
You can find me on social media, of course, but go to my website and contact me at nancyelliottmusic.com.
Guys, that's nancyelliottmusic.com. Check her out.
A crazy, crazy horse lives inside of me. She mostly blue. Some days she's gray, she's got red paint splatters. Here and there, the rainbow feathers tied in her hair. She goes bark and snort all around my ribs, saying, don't you forget who you really is.
The competitive car show kicks off today here at the Casa Grande Street Fair. And as you can tell, there are some of the most amazing cars being showcased.
Snowflakes in the starry sky, wild and never turn. You know you are right, you are the seed in the earth. I saw on the wind you drink your moonshine from a teacup, rolling over at the river.
Well, the vintage cars and trucks are just a rich piece of our Americana. Thank you so much, Lonnie. You did a spectacular job.
Okay, thank you.
This car is only $30,000, and it's all automatic. I mean, it's like driving a brand new car. This is definitely a must-see, isn't it, Buster?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Thank you so much for being a part of the street fair, and I hope that you win first place with this beauty.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Here at Western Trading Post, we love classic automobiles. We actually have a couple ourselves, and we trade in them periodically. This one that I'm standing in front of is a 1950 Cadillac that we wound up getting when we acquired the entire contents of the old Frontier Relics Museum down at Dos Cabezas, Arizona, near the historic Fort Bowie site. This car was actually the mascot for the museum. The guy who owned it would take this car and he'd get into parades and car shows and whatnot, and he'd put his signs on there. And he won a lot of ribbons and trophies with this car, and we were lucky enough to have those mementos come with the car when we acquired it. We now use the car in a similar manner. We park it in front of our business on a regular basis, and we put our signs on it, and people come in all the time because it's a real draw. You know, guys, the other thing that these old cars are great for is their babe magnets. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I was wondering if I could get a date with that pretty little redhead that's been running around here interviewing people. What do y'all think?
Oh, 1920s era. I've got 50 of them. 60, 50, 50, 60, 50, 50, 60, 60, 60 bit 70, 60 bit 70, 60 bit 70, 60 bit 70.
It is auction day today at Western Trading Post, and we are here with Bonnie Light, who is an artist, an avid collector. Bonnie, thank you so much for being here today. Now, what draws you to our monthly auctions?
Well, I love to come to see all the beautiful things that are auctioned off. It's a wonderful opportunity to catch up with old friends and to make new friends and to buy jewelry.
And to add to our collection, huh?
Right.
Now, you wear quite a bit of turquoise, don't you?
I do.
And you work with a lot of turquoise because you are an artist and you do make your own jewelry.
Yes. I love the color of it. I love the way it enhances everybody's complexion. It's just a beautiful natural stone, and it's been around for a long time.
Well, you know, it's one of my favorite as well. And do you have a few things that you're watching in the auction?
I do. A bracelet and a sterling silver necklace that's coming up later in the auction. So.
Well, we better get back to the auction so that Bonnie doesn't miss out. Bonnie, thank you so much.
Wake up, everybody. We're at lot 260. And you know what that means. We are going to sell the gold squash blossom and earrings. 14 karat gold and beautiful spiderweb turquoise, and it is worth a lot of money. And right now I am only at $2,900. I need $3,000. 3,000, 31, 32, bit 32, bit 32, bit 32. I got 31 here, bit 1, 4,000, bit 41, 4,000, bit 41. It's still below wholesale. Bit 4,100, 4,100, 40. I got 48, bit 49, 48, bit 49. Internet, you're out. 48, bit 49, you got a bit 49, you got a bit 4,900. I got 4,800, bit 4,900, got a bit 4,900, got a bit 49. 48, bit 49, got a bit 49. 5,000, nice even number. 5,000. I got 5,000, now bid 5250. 5,000, bid 5250. Now bid 6, got a 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 bid 6. Trust you're still good. Bid 6, bid 6,000, got a bid 6,000, got a bid 6,000, got a bid 6,000. Remember perseverance. This one's a lot cheaper. 5750, got a bid 6,000, got a bid 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. You want it back in at 6? Bid 6,000, bid 6,000, got a bid 6,000, 6,000 going once. 6,000 going twice. Sold it online, $57.50 to number 1211. This is lot 120, vintage Apache Oya basket. I've got 1,000 on the money, got 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, 11,000, got 11, got 11,000, 11, got 11,000, 11. I'm on the money, 1,000, 11,000, 11,000, 1,100 going twice. Sold $1,000 to 1135 online. We're going to sell the Haas hat. This is the Haas hat. This is Dan Blocker, who played Haas Cartwright. This was one of his hats. One of his hats. The provenance on it is Slim Pickens, the famous actor, gave it as a gift to Mel Lambert, the famous rodeo announcer, actor, and stuntman. Mel Lambert's daughter inherited it and consigned it to this auction. So we have pretty solid provenance that this is Haas's hat, and we are going to sell it right now. Size 8.5. Here we go.
Size 8.5. Good.
It's huge. It's huge. Collector's item, and it's got the original box with it too. It's from about the early 1960s. That's right, and it's got some photographs that come with it of Slim Pickens and Mel Lambert together, just so you know there is a connection.
So tell us a little bit about this hat right here.
Yeah, this is a great thing that's been in the family for a long time, and I know as kids we used to want to play with this hat. But
It's
Dad
huge.
It is, and that's one of the reasons we love to want to have a turn with this hat. And it's probably from the very late 50s or early 60s.
Yeah.
And it was a hat gifted to my father from his dear friend Slim Pickens. And Slim had, of course, done a lot of work in film, character actor, was recurring off and on series such as like Bonanza. So his friend, Slim's friend, Dan Blocker, gifted this to my dad.
Okay.
Dan Blocker, yes.
Mountain man,
Yeah.
Dan Blocker.
It looks kind of small.
You know, Dan was a big guy, as I understand, and he has a big hat.
I've got to do it.
Go for it.
Okay.
Right, I understand from my father that part of the situation with this hat is that Dan, when he would sometimes do his writing scenes, he wanted to have a little extra protection for his head and would sometimes have a small helmet under the hat.
Okay.
So I understand that may be
Okay.
part of the reason that it's so big. It is a size 8.5. So.
Wow.
Do you have some provenance we could put with the hat, you know, tying Slim Pickens to your dad? And
Yeah, my dad was lifelong friends with Slim. I brought a couple of photos from
Okay.
their early days in, I think, doing a radio show.
yes.
I wish I knew more of the story with that, but that was probably in the early 50s.
Got him held up, look.
Oh, and I love
Yeah.
this one. Look.
Right. They had a lot of good times during their years together, traveling and rodeoing
Yeah.
and working
That's cool.
together. They also worked together in the movie The Big Country with Gregory Peck. They both did stunt work
Oh,
in
that's
that
a
film.
great movie.
850, 850, 850, 850, 850 going once, 850 going twice. I sold it $800, $800 to $1059. We're going to sell lot number 50. We titled it as Possible 7th Calvary Cult. We did a lot of research on the serial numbers, and all the experts who write books tend to agree that if your cult has a number between 4,500 and 5,500, it's right at a 70% chance it was issued to the 7th Calvary. If it wasn't issued to the 7th, it would have been issued to the 4th. Okay? Now, a pistol 11 serial numbers different than this one was actually found on the Little Bighorn battlefield site as a relic dug up. So, I'll let you guys make your conclusions from there. And we're going to sell it. We need an opening bid of $3,500. 3,500, go to 3,500, go to 3,500, with 37, go to 37, go to 37, 36, bid 37, go to 37, going once, 37 going twice. Sold at 3,600 to 576, 576. Early, large, Navajo pictorial rug. It's got a lot going for it, including age and style and design and condition for its age and all that good stuff. So here we go. Right now I have 2,100 and I need 22. 2,200 at 23, 2,300. Anyone else interested at 2,300? 2,300 going once, 2,300 going twice. Sold at 2200 to 501, 501, 2200. Here we go, here we go. This is a Louis Ortega Bolo. Again, this is from the estate of Mel Lambert. Mel knew Louis Ortega and got this bolo directly from him at the Rodeo, California. That's how they say it in Salinas. It's the California Rodeo. Mel announced that rodeo for a number of years, and he acquired this from Louis Ortega back then. I have 475 on the money bid 5, 475 bid 5, 475 bid 5. Bid 915, bid 950. I got 900, bid 915, bid 915, 950. It's still undervalued. Bid 915, 915, 950. 915, 915, 950, 950 going once, 950 going twice. Sold at $900 right over here. What's your number, sir? 652, 652, $900. Good job. Good job.
Hey guys, we are here at the auction here at Western Trading Post, and Jace came from Colorado, from Wickenburg, to here in Casa Grande, Arizona to join us in the auction today. And you just won an item in the auction. What did you get?
Louis Ortega Bolo tie.
And this is a pretty special bolo tie. This bolo tie was featured in one of our previous episodes of Western Trading Post TV.
What else did you bring us?
Well, look at this.
Just a couple of quick things. This is a Louis Ortega rawhide bolo.
That's by Louis Ortega.
It's Louis Ortega. Yes, I knew him as Louis. He was a fixture at the California Rodeo Salinas. Great man with his wife Rose. And he made this absolutely finely woven rawhide art.
Yes.
And this is one of his bolos.
That's great.
And the amazing part about this bolo tie is that the owner was Mel Lambert. And Mel Lambert is a Hall of Fame cowboy, a Hall of Fame stuntman. He was a rodeo announcer for many, many years. And Louis actually made this for Mel, and Mel wore this quite a bit. So this is a very special bolo tie. What drew you to the bolo tie?
Well, actually, my uncle is the one that drew me to it. He told me about it and said that's one thing you need to get. So.
Well,
Got
that
that
is
for
an
him.
amazing collector's piece, and it has a phenomenal story.
Right.
Well, I hope
Excited to
that
get it.
we'll see you here at another one of our auctions.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You guys need to follow more with us here at Western Trading Post. Thanks, Jace.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna sell lot 130. Look at her model that. Wow. Lot 130 is a fully beaded Sioux pictorial vest right here. Bid 31, go to 31, 31, 31, 31, 3100, 3100, 3100, 3100, 3100 going once, 3100 going twice. Sold at 3,000 to the back, 462, 462. I have in-house bidders, and we're going to sell lot 157. This is a Canon City Prison Bit. And I have got a current bid of $1,100, bid 12. 11, bid 12. 1,200, bid 13, go to 13, go to 13, go to 13. Try it 9, 13, bid 14, go to 14, go to. I know you came all the way down here for it. 13, bid 14, go to 14, 1,400 going once, 1,400 going twice. Sold at $1,300 to $1,181. $1,181, $1,300. All right, now we're going to sell lot 252. This is an antique mill slot machine, and he is decorated like the bandit. He's like a standing wooden carved figure there with a 1940s mill slot machine, authentic mill slot machine. Here we go.
We are here in the Western Heritage Room with Monty Kilmanson. He drove to the back of the building and we unloaded a few of these phenomenal machines. Monty, what are these spectacular machines?
These here are one-arm bandage that first started to be displayed in front of the Golden Nugget and the Nevada Club in Las Vegas, Nevada in 1949. And they're all original, authentic, and we brought them here to hopefully find a home.
Now, are they working?
They have been all restored on the insides, but left on the outside as they were to go with the rest of the character. They're all solid wood, all kiln dried and all hand carved. These two have been carved by a gentleman by the name of Richard DeLong.
Now, these being in working order, are they legal to play?
It's my understanding when we had them in Las Vegas that you could have them for private use without a license up to 1949. Everything past 49, you need a license.
And these are from the 40s, you said?
These machines are from the 40s.
Perfect. So
All
we
of
won't
them.
get in trouble then if we have them in here.
Not have them in here.
Until I start collecting the quarters that people put in them.
Then you might get in trouble because you're dead.
Deal with them.
You don't have a gambling license. I hope you're going to display them in your store. They've been in our warehouse on the ranch here in Amato, Arizona. And we have a bunch of them, and we just like to find a home for them.
Perfect.
I bet we can find an amazing home for them. What do you
I
think?
think we can do good. So let's do some paperwork and we'll just go from there, huh?
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Lonnie.
Thank
you.
He's pretty darn cool. We're gonna sell him lot 252. I've got 2,600 on the money bid, 27, 26 bid, 27, 26 bid, 27, 2,700 going once, 2,700, 27 now bid 28, got over 28. I got 29 on line bid 3, got over 3. I got 3 right here, bid 31, 3 bid 31, 3 bid 31, 3 bid 31. Internet, you are now out. 3 bid 31, 3 bid 31, 3,000 bid 3,100, 3,000 bid 3,100, 3,100, 3,100 going once, 3,100 going twice. I sold the $3,000 at 576, 576. Bravo! Good job, yeah.
Oh, it's down. They got ripped off.
Did you win? Oh.
Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you, Lord, for bringing us together this evening, for the nourishment you provide for our hearts, our minds, our bodies, and our souls. The beautiful sunset we are about to receive. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right.
Cheers.
Let's dig in.
Cheers, everybody.